Hi, welcome to Minnesota Music Mom. I'm Karen Davis. Thank you for visiting. And if you like this video and would like to be notified when I do more, please click like and the bell. All right, so I am going to continue on with a book that I introduced last time. It's called Easy Hymn Preludes for Organ, Volume 8 by Jeffrey Blesch and Concordia Publishing. And I know I'm pronouncing his name right this time because I actually listened to him say it himself on a YouTube video. I want to be sure that I got it right. So the last video, I will go ahead and put a card on this video so you can jump right to that one if you like, if you want to hear the last song that I played out of here. Also, you can go to the playlist area in Minnesota Music Mom and look for this book. So I want to concentrate today on those musicians who aren't familiar with the pedal, because there are 3 songs in here that don't use pedal, and I'm going to play one of those today. I know that some people are not, you're just starting out, so you're not familiar with the pedal, you don't really want to do the pedal because you're more of a pianist. That's fine. I just want to let you know if you do need an organ song, there are 3 in here that don't use pedal. So today I would like to play The King Shall Come When Morning Dawns, What Hope, and Eden Prophesied. It's 2 pages long with 4 flats and no pedal. And then after I play this, I will update you on what's been going on in my life if you want to hang around and listen to that. Otherwise, I did want to share with you a blooper also. In my opinion, it's kind of a major blooper during a hymn a couple Sundays ago. So I'm going to turn my digital recorder on here for that. It takes a while for it to load up. Okay, so this song, the book is suggesting to play it both hands on the Great Manual. So I will do that because I do like it that way. But I also, for those people who, musicians who are just starting out and aren't familiar with the organ or settings, I'll also do it the other way too. I'll play it again with both manuals. And it does have a suggestion here of how to set it. I did not use that. I just set it my own way. I do have it set deeper and more bassy than I probably normally would because this is supposed to be played prayerfully, but I wanted the sound to come through to the video, to the microphone. So that's why I have it set probably a little more heavy than I normally would. Really like the part on the second page, at the top of the second page. That is just the combination and the harmonization is just really cool. Okay, so I'm going to do it this time now with both manuals, just as a suggestion for those of you. I know those of you who are seasoned organists know this. I'm talking to the people who aren't comfortable. I have had people talk to me in the comment area where they're just starting out with organ and they feel uncomfortable as far as setting the organ on their own. They feel that that they're required to set it a certain way, maybe how the other organist who's seasoned would want them to set it, you know, that kind of a thing. And I'm like, set it however you want to set it. You're playing it. It's your personality. It's how you feel comfortable with it. Set it however. And my opinion, don't let anybody tell you you're setting it wrong, because in my opinion, there isn't a wrong way to set something, unless, I mean, it's so way out of whack. But generally speaking, you can set a song however you want to set it. A lot of songs do have a suggestion on how to set it. By all means, go ahead and use that suggestion, or just pick your own. So one suggestion on this one would be you could separate into 2 manuals, and so I did that, but I did go back to 1 manual in that really pretty part, because that just kind of brings that out. And then I soften it up at the end on the softer manual to bring it back down again. So this is just a suggestion. And you could, we're adding a low F here at the very end. You could do that with pedal also. All right, so that was The King Shall Come When Morning Dawns, What Hope and Eden Prophesied. And that is in Easy Hymn Preludes for Organ by Jeffrey Blersch, Volume 8, Concordia Publishing. I'll show you the second page. And that's the part on the top there. I just love that combination of notes. All right, in this book, let me show you the index also, and then the tune index. All right, so I wanted to mention to you a blooper that I did. All right, it was 2 Sundays ago, and those of you that play for performances, church or whatever, you know that sometimes, you practice at home, everything's going fine. You maybe come to the place wherever you are, church venue, whatever, ahead of time, you practice, everything's going fine. But then for whatever reason, when the service starts, I just felt like on this particular Sunday, I just felt like I was just off. Something was off. I didn't feel comfortable. I felt like, oh man, it's not if I'm going to make mistakes. It's like when am I going to make mistakes? And on this hymn, I started out playing pedal on this hymn. And I was having difficulties hitting wrong notes all over the place. And so I flubbed up on this. And I like to share my flub ups with you because, again, some people who are just starting out, they might feel just devastated when that happens to them. Don't, okay? Don't beat yourself up about it. It happens to everybody. I've been playing organ in church for many years, and it happens to me. So don't even worry about it. Okay, so this is what it was supposed to sound like. It is I Know My Faith Is Founded, hymn 403 in the CW hymnal. All right, so this is what it was supposed to sound like. Let's see here. So the part where I flubbed up was here. This is what it was supposed to sound like. Oops, I'm sorry. this is what it sounded like. I kind of recovered afterwards, but yeah, I'm just sitting up here giggling to myself because I knew that if I would have been just starting out, I would have been devastated, absolutely devastated. And that's all that would have been on my mind for the rest of the service, is how I royally messed up in that spot. And I disappointed everybody, and I did absolutely awful. And what do people think? Yeah, don't go there. It's not a big deal. So now, after many years of doing this and this happening every once in a while, you know, and I make mistakes every Sunday, a lot of people don't hear them because they're not that big of a deal. This was a big mistake. But I'm sitting up here giggling to myself going, oh my word, oh my word. Am I gonna do this on future, you know, hymns also this Sunday? People don't care. They know you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And they just kept singing. They knew the tune. They just kept singing. So don't even worry about it if it happens to you. By the way, I stopped playing pedal because that was where my crux was that Sunday. For whatever reason, I was hitting wrong notes in the pedal all over the place. So I just stopped playing pedal for the hymns, is what I did. I could play it for the liturgy, but for the hymns, I didn't play any more pedal. And nobody cares. You still play the hymn, and they get through it. There's been times when I've lost my place, and I've stopped playing completely. And they sing louder, actually. And then when I find where they are, I just start playing again. So it happens. All right, so some of you are probably wondering why I keep updating you on my weight. Well, many videos ago, I told you and I explained that I was having difficulty losing weight. And I felt that if I shared it with the world, I would be forced to, that would help me to lose weight. And it has. I mean, I've fluctuated because of things that have happened in my life. I've fluctuated. I've gone all the way down to 174, and then I went all the way back up to 200, maybe 210, I don't remember. And now I'm on my way down again. And then I went back up to 190, and now I'm on my way down again. So this time, hopefully, I will stay down. But I like to share it with you because I know losing weight is difficult. And sometimes you hit a plateau and you don't get anywhere. But that's okay, because once the plateau is over, you're going to get down again. So basically, you know, I want this channel to be not only music, I want this channel to be encouraging and positive for you. Not only with music, but life. And so I want to share with you my struggles and what I'm dealing with, and that hopefully will help someone that hears the message. So as far as with my weight, I do ask God to help me in all parts of my life, even with losing weight. Now, some people don't feel that they should bother God for that kind of stuff because, you know, it's really minute and it's not important. No, God wants to hear about absolutely everything in your life, whatever you're struggling with, even losing weight, whatever. He wants you to have a relationship with Him, and He wants to help you with that. I'm not in any diet plan. I don't count my calories. If I want a bowl of ice cream, I'll eat a bowl of ice cream. When I was younger, I wouldn't do that. If I wanted a bowl of ice cream, I'd have a little, you know, one spoonful, and that's it. That's all I can have because I want to lose weight and I can't gain. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I want a bowl of ice cream, I'm having a bowl of ice cream. But the thing is, I do everything in moderation. And so, and I ask God for help. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is He helps you when you ask Him. Okay, so actually for 4 days in a row here, it was a couple weeks ago, I just didn't have any appetite. And so I ate, you know, of course I'm not going to skip meals. It's not good to skip meals, and I don't do that, but I don't overeat. And I have tried to stop myself from frustration eating, because that's just procrastinating. If you're frustration eating, I'll look at something on the computer that I have to do, and it's like, oh my word, this is just so much work. I don't even want to think about, you know what, I'm going to go to the kitchen and have a snack. What? What good is that going to do? I'm not hungry. I don't need a snack, but I'm trying to get myself away from this problem. So sure, I go have a snack. Now I've just put calories in my body I don't need. I'm not hungry. Now I come back. The problem hasn't disappeared. It's still there. I've just procrastinated and now added more weight to myself that I didn't need to add. So I'm trying to stop doing that. And God's helping me with that. And then for my portions, I've cut down on my portions. I don't need a whole big plate of food. So my husband and I, when we're eating, he's cut down on his portions too. Just because of his physical and mental situation. I'm caregiver for him. I mentioned that in my last video. And so he's changed. He isn't out doing what he was doing and working, hard and that kind of stuff, putting in physical labor. So his appetite has naturally decreased. I'm purposely trying to decrease my appetite. So when we dish up our food, if we can't finish it, and we've had enough, there's still a few bites here, or maybe half a plate or a fourth of a plate, but we've had enough, fine, wrap it up and put it in the refrigerator and we have it the next time for another meal. We don't have to finish the whole plate just because we plated it and it's sitting there in front of us. Just wrap it up and put it in the refrigerator. So I do that too when we go out to eat. I'll order the food, I'll cut everything in half, I'll ask for a to-go container right away, put half of it in the to-go container, set it aside, and then just eat half. And then I bring the other half home. If it's all sitting in front of me, I'm probably gonna possibly eat the whole thing. I don't need the whole thing. I don't need it. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox there. But the thing is I weigh myself every day. Because if I weigh myself once a week, then if I fluctuate down or up during the week, if I only weigh myself once a week, I may be up when I weigh myself and then I'm gonna be disappointed. So I weigh myself every day. And then on Tuesday, I'm 172. On Wednesday, I'm 172. On Thursday, I'm 173. Friday, maybe 174. Saturday, back to 173. I like to see that variation. And sometimes I get in my head like what I'm going to be. Like, oh, you know what? I bet I'm going to be 175 today because I ate quite a bit yesterday. So, okay, I'm prepared. I'm prepared to be 175. And then I step on the scale and it's 174. Oh, hey. That's great. Yay! I'm less than I thought I was going to be. So anyway, yes, to update you, I won't go on anymore. You've heard enough about it, but to update you, I am at 174 today. I was at 172 a few days ago. The last time I did a video, which was 3 months ago, I was going between 184 and 186. So I've lost 10 pounds in 3 months. I'm doing it slowly. I'm not trying to speed up and speed lose weight because that's not good for your body. Enough of that. All right, one last thing I wanted to mention to you. I like to tell you about these coincidences that happen that aren't coincidences, and another one happened. They actually happen quite often, and if you have a relationship with God, you recognize that. So every morning, I ask God to help me throughout the day with whatever it is that I'm working on. I ask Him to help me be a good Christian example, help me be a good employee, help me, give me wisdom, give me knowledge, give me patience, give me discernment, empathy, help me be a good caregiver, help me be a good steward, just help me be a good person in the day. Try to, if I get angry about something, just help me to have patience, and I ask Him for help during the day, every day. And so now I mentioned to you that my husband can't do the physical things that he used to do, so I need to do them. All right, we were selling our pickup, one of our pickups. And so I was cleaning it out. There's all kinds of tools and whatnot in there, bungee cords and everything, and there was a spare tire in there. All right, we live on kind of, I suppose you'd call it a hobby farm. And so we used to burn outside, we had an outdoor furnace, wood stove. And so we've got wood all over the place, piles of wood. And so we've got a big pile of wood where this pickup was. From the bed of the pickup, there was a long stretch of grass. And then there was a tall pile of wood, and right next to that tall pile of wood, there was a short box, a wooden pallet box. And between the tall pile of wood and the pallet box, was an opening probably about this wide. Now the tire, the spare tire in the pickup was about this wide. So if you were to put the tire in that opening between the tall pile of wood and the pallet box, you would probably on each side of the tire have maybe an inch space to fit that tire right in that slot. You'd have to get it like just right to get in that slot. I think some of you know where I'm going with this. So I'm in the back of the pickup. I've got this big heavy spare tire with the rim and everything. I pick it up and I'm sitting here with this tire and I'm like, I'm just gonna roll this thing. This is so heavy. I'm just gonna roll it off the truck, and wherever it rolls and falls down and lands, I'll struggle to tip it back up and then try to roll it across the grass to just get it out of the way. Okay, so I didn't aim or anything. I just take this tire and I just push it. And go, okay, where is it gonna land? Land over there, where's it gonna land? I don't know, I'm just sitting there watching it. And it rolls off the truck, across the good distance of stretch of grass, and right into that slot. And I'm looking at this going, thank you, Lord. I mean, what? No one could have done that. Listen to me. No one could have done that if they had wanted to, if they had aimed. The distance that it was, you're in the pickup, it has to bounce off the pickup across the grass between a tall pile of wood and a pallet box into a slot that's only got an inch of leeway of opening between, and that tire rolls right into that opening, and that's perfect. That will work. God, thank you. That'll work. Honestly, no one could have done that. Even if you aimed, it wouldn't have happened. It was not a coincidence. And these things happen. You just have to recognize them. If you have a relationship with God and you talk to Him and get to know Him, you will recognize these things. They happen in your life too. You just need to recognize them. But, all right, I've talked enough. So the song that I played today is in the book Easy Hymn Preludes for Organ, Volume 8 by Jeffrey Blarish, Concordia Publishing. I think you'll really like this book. It has some really nice songs in here, and like I said, 3 of them don't have any pedal. So that is helpful for those of you that are starting out as well. Thank you again for visiting. I very much appreciate it. I know I can't do these videos as often as I used to. It's very difficult for me to take time out. I need to come to church specifically and try to be away. I can't be away from my husband for a long amount of time. So when I'm done with this, I need to rush home and hope that everything's, that he's doing okay and he didn't need any help while I was gone. So I can't do the videos as often as I used to. So I appreciate you hanging in there. And thank you for visiting. If you like the video and would like to be notified of when I do future videos, please click like and the notification bell. All right. Catch you next time.